Hi everyone, welcome back to Divine Healing with Love Experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for being here, for doing the work, for loving yourself, honoring yourself, being kind to yourself, being empathetic, and sharing your light with the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for all the things that you're doing here on earth and how you shine your light. I'm so grateful that you are here. My name is Nicole. Today's pick a card, we're going to talk about urgent messages from the ancestors and angels, okay? Urgent messages from your ancestors and your angels. You can consider this a very important email or a very important text message, okay, from your ancestors and the angels that are helping you, guiding you, loving you, protecting you. Pile 1, and these were randomly selected. Make plans and focus. Shield Maiden, okay, pile 1. Pile 2, hold the space. Druid. Pile 3, Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Okay. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that information is below. If you would like to see all 3 cards together, that information is below under pile selection within the timestamps. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I love you. I will see you in your reading. Thank you. Hi, pile 1. Welcome. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love Experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for showing up for yourself. You chose make plans and focus. Okay, so urgent messages from your ancestors and angels, okay? Why I just got cold all of a sudden. Someone could be sick here, or someone could be, you know what I feel this is happening? Urgent messages from your angels and ancestors. I just got cold. Some of you may be descending to ascend, okay? Some of you are like basically you're being stripped. Your layers of your soul, your layers, not your soul, but layers of your physical being, your consciousness, things are being stripped from you. It's like you're de-escalating to escalate. Sometimes like that's how it happens. That's, at least I've noticed that on my journey. Like when I'm going through an ascension, I descend to ascend, okay? Your ancestors need you to know that. They need you to know that you have to take care of yourself. Okay, someone needs to hear that like you have to take care of your physical body. You have to take care of, like, you have to take care of yourself. You have to get your rest, because someone here or some of you are just going through a major transformation right now, and you're not giving your physical body the proper rest, fluids, or nutrients to go through this physical upgrade. Okay, so if you haven't been feeling well, if you've been feeling cold, like I feel really tired and spacey, and I wasn't feeling like that before I started recording, take time to get your rest. Some of you live a very fast-paced lifestyle, and you're just not giving yourself enough time your body enough time. Like mentally, you're working on yourself. Emotionally, you're working on yourself, but your physical body is having a difficult time catching up to all of these changes. And so the ancestors need for you to focus on that, eating healthy foods, drinking enough water, drinking a lot of water, and giving your physical body rest. Okay. But with this make plans and focus, your ancestors and angels want for you to set some new intentions. I'm hearing some of you like, well, the intentions that I set haven't manifested yet. And the ancestors are saying that's not for you to focus on. They want for you to focus on setting new intentions because they're already processing consider those other intentions as like orders that are waiting to be delivered, okay? They want you to set some new intentions, some new things that are even more bigger and expansive than you could even imagine. Because like I said, for some of you, again, you're going through a huge transformation and you are aligning to those intentions that you set like 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 months ago, 1 year ago, 8 months ago, whatever it is. You're getting ready to align to that. And so now it's time to set some new ones, and it's time to focus on these new plans because these other plans are going to be coming in. They're going to be materializing sooner than you think. So now it's time to set some new goals, some new intentions, and some new goals for you. And for some of you, it's going to require you to, when you get rest, you'll be able to have a clear mindset and a clear insight because someone here is just not getting enough rest because it almost feels foggy in here. And it's because, again, you're doing a great job. I just want to tell you that. Like someone here is, mentally clearing, emotionally clearing, but the physical body is having a difficult time catching up to all of those changes, okay? Pile 1. Messages from the ancestors and angels that are helping pile 1, please. Messages from the ancestors and angels. Your ancestors really, for some of you, your ancestors are coming through saying you're not dreaming big enough. Like the intentions that you set, like they need to be bigger. Someone needs to hear that because some of you, your ancestors are saying these intentions that you set are small time compared to what you really are, the vibration you're really going to be. Some of you, your ancestors are saying you have to see yourself from a higher level in order to set some new intentions of a high level. Like some of you are still seeing yourself as the old version, and your intentions that you've set maybe recently or within the last 6 months have been according to that vibration. And it's not according, I don't want to say that vibration, but it is. But it's like your ancestors are saying, set new intentions according to seeing yourself in a grander way, seeing yourself from a higher perspective, seeing yourself as limitless, as you could do anything. Some of you are still limiting. You're still creating intentions that are limited because you're not seeing yourself as a vaster presence, a vaster vibration, a vaster view of yourself. And now all of a sudden I'm like waking up. Yeah, some of you are going to be waking up to this because now all of a sudden I'm just like I really am waking up all of a sudden. I was really foggy and feeling like I need to lay down. Now I'm just like, so some of you, the ancestors are asking you to dream big, to wake up to your greatness, wake up to your limitless energy. And even if you don't believe it yet, they're asking you to dream. Because when you dream, anything can happen. Anything is real, right? So they're really asking you to tap into that. Even if you can't see it and believe it yet, to just tap into it because it's like, just wake up to your greatness. Wake up to how powerful you are. Wake up to how limitless you are. And wake up to how you can have whatever it is that you want. I was watching this video earlier, and you know, it was this guy teaching, and it was really good. I can't remember the name of the video right now, but he was teaching on Kemetic principles, the Kemetic spirituality and the principles of Kemet, ancient Egypt, the type of principles and the spiritual systems from back then. And so he was saying that, like, oh gosh, I don't want to mess this up because he did it so eloquently. But the way he was saying was basically like, the universe is going to give you that limitless energy to exceed and be successful in the type of things that you intend or visualize, or the universe sees for you to be able to do. And these things are going to be met with no opposition, no blockages, because we could do whatever it is we want, but it's just like blockages come because vibrationally we're not there, we're not in alignment, or we're not following the rules of the universe or the laws of the universe, or something is just not in harmony with the laws and the principles of the universe. And so the ancestors are saying, I'm saying all of this to say, the ancestors are saying, let us do our part and you do your part. See yourself as you will be able to do anything, even if you're not there yet. Set those intentions and focus on what we guide you to focus on, and they will do their part and you do your part. Okay? Because some of you just have these magnificent dreams, but you tell yourself there's no way this can happen. And the ancestors are saying, stop doing that. Wake up to your limitless potential. Wake up to what you could really do. And if it's not meant for you, something better will happen. But just start being in alignment with that, so you will be successful. And again, like that guy said, I think he said, gosh, I don't want to mess it up. It was really good though. But he was saying something like, the universe will put safety locks on you, like child safety locks. And that's the things that will that's where that opposition comes in. When you, again, are in harmony and balance, because it's all about balance here. Balancing the masculine and the feminine, balancing the light and the dark. When you are in balance, mind, body, soul, mind, body, spirit, that is when the door is open, portals open, things happen just very synchronistic, magically, and it just opens you up to whatever you're meant to have and more. Pile 1, okay? Yeah, you guys, yeah. Set some new intentions, okay? Even if you don't believe it, set some new intentions. What do the ancestors want for you to know? Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to really, many of you, you have a ancient paternal ancestor here, a masculine energy here. This is an ancient ancestor that's coming through. And this ancient ancestor, you probably don't even know who this person is. If you do know that you may not have met this person on the ground, but you may know who this energy is for some of you. But this ancient ancestor is like trying to guide you to your power. King of Wands, that's powerful. As having that power, the power of the divine, the power of the spirit, that God consciousness within you, tapping into your own divinity, tapping into your own wisdom, tapping into your own knowledge. That energy that flows through you is the same energy of the cosmos, of the higher realms, of the universe, of God, of source, whatever it is that you want to call it. It's time to tap in. The ancient ancestors are guiding you. But this ancient ancestor is guiding you to tap into your limitless potential. And again, for some of you, it's going to be a thing where you don't believe it yet. But they're asking for you to dare to dream. Dare to believe it. Dare yourself. Like dare yourself to believe it even for a moment and write it down. What is like your wildest dreams? Because some of you, this is not even just you. This is generational. This is ancestral. My back is itching. This is ancestral. This is generational, ancestral legacy type energy for some of you. I mean, really for many of you, what the ancestors want for you to know. So there's some type of conflict. And for many of you, I feel like this conflict is within. There's a conflict within, like the light and the dark. The light and the dark are fighting. Which one is going to win? The thing is like the light is always going to win, but the light needs the dark. This is what I mean, being in balance. Some of you, the ancestors are pointing out that there's a lack of balance. There's a lack of balance, which is creating disharmony. And this disharmony is stifling your creativity, stifling your vibration, stifling your limitless power, your limitless potential. This energy is stifling you from going to the next level or mastering something or moving forward, okay? Yeah. Some of you it's about moving forward. There's just a stifling, and I feel like it's because of the light and the dark not being balanced, but it's also for me, the mind, body, spirit. Like I said, for some of you, there's been a lot of work around that mind and spirit and emotions, emotional body, but the physical body is like, hey, I need more sleep. Hey, I need you to take more time, more breaks, or I need more water, or I need you to eat healthier. There's something here that's just not in balance. Or maybe your physical body is in balance for some of you, but the mind is still trapped in fear, or there's a lot of fear-based energy around your thoughts. And this is preventing you from seeing yourself, because the blockages, the ancestors are pointing out the blockages within the mind, body, spirit, or the light and the shadow. There's an imbalance, again, that's creating disharmony, and this is blocking you from moving forward, to seeing yourself, to waking up to more of your greatness. Messages here. Let's try this. Messages from the angels for pile 1. What do the angels need for you to know? Your angels that are working with you right now. What do they need for you to know? It's a lot about stepping into your power. Befriend the word, polarize. Okay, so the angels need for you, this is again for me, this is about coming into that harmony. Okay, some of you, there's this disconnect with feeling like if you speak about certain situations or you become a polarizing figure. Now, I'm not saying that you will be labeled like this, but if some of the things will polarize, this is again, there's the angels and the ancestors are pointing out or highlighting a level of disconnect and disharmony within you. And this disharmony is causing dysfunction and the disconnection of you seeing yourself at a higher vantage point, a higher way, a higher vibrational place, or you even being in that higher vibrational place also. Because it's like, for some of you, you've been doing this, you have been acknowledging more of your polarizing ways, or like how, you can be polarizing, or you can have a differing of opinion, or you have your own mindset, okay? And some of you are still struggling with this identity, or you're struggling with this part of your shadow, or you're struggling with how is this part of your shadow going to be embraced? Because this is a part of you. We all have this within us, but it's about how we embrace it, and how we, not only how we embrace it, but how we incorporate this, and how we shine the light onto this. Do you love that you could be polarizing? Do you love how sometimes some of the things that you say or some of the things that you think can be oppositional to the status quo? This is about putting that love here to create that harmony. Now, this is not about purposefully agitating, purposefully antagonizing, but this is about acknowledging that this is within you. And not only that you have this within you, but you love this about yourself and you accept this. And you accept that you have this quality, and that not only is this a powerful quality to have, but this is something that sets you apart and makes you unique. And this is also something that's going to take you to the next level. You are not meant to be on that same, like you're not meant to agree with everyone. You know, no one is. That no longer serves us as a collective. We need to start learning to respect each other and learn from each other and agree to disagree, and that is okay. Doesn't mean we have to not talk to each other again, not be friends, not be lovers, whatever. There's within our collective, and I'm saying this because this is going to help someone watching this. Within our collective, those things are being purged of this everyone gets along, or everyone agrees on the same topic, or everyone is all for this one thing. The only thing we all need to be for is like love, harmony, unity, peace, things like that. But these other things, we don't need to all agree on the same thing. It doesn't serve us. What do the angels need for you to know? So love those parts of your shadow so you can create more of that harmony, and accept that about yourself. And some of you are more polarizing than others, and that is okay. Pile one, what do the angels need for you to know? Welcome the divine masculine. Okay, so some of you could be a masculine watching this, and this is asking you to welcome more of your true divine power. Even if you're not a masculine, but if you're a feminine watching this, I have another aspect to this that I'm going to touch on. The angels want you to really welcome in your true, if you are a masculine, and you could be a female, a woman that identifies as more masculine energy. That is okay. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about energetically. If energetically you identify as a dominant masculine energy, welcome more of that energy in. Welcome more of your divinity. Welcome more of your power, the power of being a divine masculine. That divine masculine, that divinity within. Welcome it and anchor that in and integrate that. If you are feminine, welcome more of the divine masculine energy within your life. Now, this could be from another friend, a lover, or that masculine energy within you, balancing that masculine with the feminine energy that you have, because we all have both within us. But for some of you, this is asking, the angels are asking you to open yourself up to feeling safe, or to welcome in that energy with a masculine. If you are identifying as a dominant feminine energy, open yourself up to allowing a masculine in your life, and knowing that it's safe and that it's time to welcome that energy into your space, with boundaries, of course, okay? With boundaries. Now let's find out final messages. What do the ancestors or angels want you to know, okay? Final messages here. Pile one. Okay, yeah, release. This is release the old and rest. This is what I'm saying. The ancestors are acknowledging how proud they are of you for healing, but they're asking you to get more rest. They're saying that the more you are releasing within your mind and your spirit and your emotions, the more your physical body is going to need that rest for you to really see the changes and the differences within your mind, body, soul, okay? So get your rest. Rest is very important right now. And the more rest that you get, the more you're able to release. You're able to release those old thoughts, those old patterns, those old things that have been holding you back from really realizing more of your transformation. Because some of you have been really working hard. You know, I'm so proud of you. But you may be feeling like you're working so hard and you're not really seeing the results. And some of that is just you need more rest, okay? Final messages for pile one. trust in the unknown. So right now, and I just saw 22, right now, this is a very unknown time. And so you're being asked to walk into the unknown and trust it. Trust that you're being cared for. Trust that you're being provided for. Trust that you're safe. Trust that the path that you were on is the path where you're supposed to be. Trust that you're exactly where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. And you can trust where you are heading. Pile one. Look at this. Unlock the magic within. This is what I was saying. Your ancient ancestors, angels, ancestors here, they are like, they're ready to show you how to unlock more of your magic, more of your divinity, more of your purity, more of your beauty, more of your transformation. Just unlocking more of that divine power that you have within you that's ready to be unlocked. So this is why I was saying the ancestors are like, dream big, dare to dream big, because the more you really get in tune with that and set those plans and dream, the more you're unlocking that power, because we co-create. And so if you're able to get in tune with that energy of you can do this or you can have this, this is unlocking that magic within. We co-create our existence and the things that we want in our own world. So dream big and bigger and focus. If no one told you they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Please continue to heal, get your rest. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for doing this work. Thank you for you being you and who you are. I love you. Please love on yourself and accept yourself. You're doing an amazing job. Keep up the great work. I'll see you next time. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. My name is Nicole. I'm so grateful that you are here. Thank you so much. You chose this card. Hold the space. Drew it. Okay. Urgent messages from the ancestors and your angels working with you, okay? Urgent messages. Okay, hold the space. Some of you are getting weary. Okay, the ancestors are acknowledging that. The ancestors are acknowledging. The ancestors are acknowledging your patience being tested, your faith being tested. Some of you are getting weary. Some of you may even feel like you're losing hope, or you're just feeling a little doubtful, or you're just feeling a little bit like, you're waiting on something, or there's just this energy of patience running thin, or just really having to dig deep for your faith here or your patience. The ancestors are acknowledging that, and they're asking you to hold the space. You see here, this is like, they're asking you to please continue to be faithful. Please continue to have faith. Please continue to have patience. Please continue to hold the space, because there's something big here about a big reward, a big return. For some of you, you've been waiting on something for a while now. And what I'm hearing is the ancestors need for you to know that the blessings are being tripled. And they need for you to know this, and they need for you to believe this. Some of you are saying you've heard this before. You're saying right now, Nicole, I've heard this already. Or Nicole, you told me this already. And the ancestors are saying, listen, they need for you to hold on and hold the space. Okay? Because there's something happening here that you don't know. There's some type of sequence. There's something going on here that, for some of you, there has been delays, and some of these delays is for some of you, it's been because of you, but for some of you, it hasn't been because of you. For some of you, someone dropped the ball. Someone needs to hear this. Like for some of you, you were supposed to be given something from someone. Someone was supposed to give you something. Someone was supposed to do something for you. Like for some of you, someone was supposed to give you a job. Like they were supposed to, the hiring person was supposed to select you, and they selected someone else. For some of you, someone was supposed to give you money, and they didn't give you money. Like basically, the universe gave this person extra money and this person was told to give you money and this person instead spent the money elsewhere and they didn't give you your money that was owed to you. This is just some examples. For some of you, there was some type of ball that was dropped where you were supposed to be given something and now you're having to wait longer because because we don't know, like the ancestors need for you to know, remember there's divine order here and there's a sequence. And they need for you to understand that and they need for you to know that. Because some of you may be saying, well, why can't they just give it to me? But for some of you, like I said, the ancestors are pointing out divine order, divine sequence. So there's something happening here, okay? But they're asking you, they're saying the more you have faith and hold on, the blessings are being tripled. And they're asking you to hold on, for some of you, in turbulent, difficult times. For some of you, you've been going through it emotionally, physically, spiritually. You've been getting tested. You've been feeling very tested, on edge. Like, when is the breakthrough? When is something going to happen? And they need for you to really hold the space here. They need for you to hold the space. And they need for you to know that with you holding the space, it's bringing in more abundance. More abundance is coming in for you, okay? Let's find out some more. What do the ancestors need for you to know? Ancestors are also saying how proud they are of you. They're very proud of you. Because for some of you, this has not been easy. Okay, someone here has really been tested, really been triggered, really been tested. Every part of them has been tested. For some of you, they also want to say that you've been having to hold on because this is meant to be a true test of your faith. How much do you really trust? How much faith do you really have? How much do you really believe? That's for some of you. For some of you, it's not just your faith, it's divine order, divine sequence. This is what I keep hearing from the ancestors. They're coming through telling you this. Like, you need to know divine order, divine sequence. Okay? And I just heard that train, I think. Yeah. So something is coming. Whenever I hear the train, that means, yeah, something's coming. You can't see it, but it's coming. What do the ancestors need for you to know? Okay. For some of you, they need for you to know that parts of you needed to transform in order to align to what you are meant to align to. For some of you, they need for you to know, like, say, for example, some of you have like money coming in, and for some of you, you did not have proper boundaries. Like, you did not have the proper boundaries that would have safely aligned you to this money to be able to spend it properly, or because some of you, okay, the ancestors are going to be giving you a lot of money. Like, for some of you, the ancestors, like, this is like money that was really owed to your ancestors that you will be inheriting. Don't ask me how this is coming. Like I said, divine order, divine sequence. This is for someone here. Like, generations of ancestors that went through so much sacrifice, pain, they're gifting you with this money. And it's like they're coming through saying you had to learn boundaries, you had to learn fiscal responsibility, you had to learn certain things in order for them to be able to give this to you. And they're saying that this is why you've been having to wait also. This is for someone, because for some of you, it's like when this money comes to you, you're going to have people with their hand out trying to get some of this money. And some of you had to learn certain things. And maybe it's not just learning about giving people money, but also for some of you, you had to learn like how to be responsible with money, how to like break that scarcity energy, or how to, invest properly. Like, for some of you, this is another reason why they're asking you to hold space, because for some of you, again, you have like a lot of money coming in and they're going to be guiding you and directing you as to how to invest this money, or how to spend this money, or how to use this money properly to build more wealth. And they want you to know that you have to go through more things to learn certain things in order to be able to get this money. And this is why you've been having to wait, because this is not money to be frivolous with. This is what the ancestors are saying. They're like, this is not frivolous money. This is not like, oh, you know, let's just go blow it on this and blow it. Like, this is money that's coming to you that's meant to be very intentional. Intentional for building that foundation of more, growing more wealth. Okay. So for some of you, again, you've been having to wait for this reason to learn more. For some of you, you've had to wait because there were certain people in your life that were in your energy or in your life that would have taken advantage of you and this money. Okay. So for some of you, let's just say, for example, you know, you have certain friends around and the ancestors are like, they couldn't give you that money with those people around because you would have been spending money on those individuals, or you would have been, again, they're saying frivolous. And they're like, no, this money is not frivolous money. This money is meant to build wealth. And it's meant to be spent and invested properly and responsibly. And so if you are resonating with this and you feel like there's still some tightening up that you can do on your end, continue to do that so this can come to you faster. Because some of you, it may be just like some financial ignorance, like some things that you may not know about, or like that you need to be more aware of or more conscious of, or like, you know, not even just with like your spending habits, but just like where your money is going, you know, things like that, like what you spend money on every month or something like that. For some of you, you may want to, they're saying like create a budget or just look at your expenses for the month, things like that. For some of you, that's going to resonate. What do the ancestors need for Pal 2 to know right now? Yeah, this is for, like I said, for some of you, this is about money, okay? And it's kind of just like this. The ancestors are saying it's coming. But there have been some things, again, divine order, divine sequence. And for some of you, this definitely had to do with boundaries. This definitely had to do with eliminating certain individuals out of your life. And also, this had to do with like feeling like you don't need to spend money in order to get love. Because some of you have this issue where it's like you've had issues around feeling like either you need to buy people things for love, or you need to spend a lot of money to feel love, or there's energy around that, or like maybe not spending money on people for some of you, but for some of you it's like your lifestyle, like you spend a lot of money on food, or you spend a lot of money on clothes, or you spend a lot of money on just things like that. And this is what the ancestors are like, they couldn't give you this money with that type of energy and those type of people around or those circumstances, because again, they're like, this money cannot be spent frivolously. This money has to be done with order and decency, and very intentional, where it's like everything is very intentional about the way you spend and invest this money, because this money, again, is meant to build wealth. And this is not about vanity. This is not about showing off. This is not about, look at me, I came into some money. Because for some of you, this is going to be like the most money you've ever had. You know, like it's going to be a big payout. For some of you here, this could be like a big settlement, inheritance, someone gifting you, or just like a new job with just like a lot of money. Like I said, for some of you, it's like you were supposed to get a job or a job opportunity and you were overlooked. And that person actually dropped the ball. They were supposed to give you that opportunity or give you that money. And the ancestors want for you to know that like, you know, it's been, and I see 333, there's been delays for some of you, but for some of you, it's because certain things had to be learned. Now let's find out, what do the angels want for you to know? What do the angels want for you to know? That's why they're saying hold the space. Continue to hold on. Continue to hold on. hold the space. How to, what do the angels need for you to know right now? Okay, so they need for you to know that with the creator water element, the angels need for you to know that the more emotionally mature, emotionally aware, and the more you process your emotions, the more creative you're going to be removing creative blockages to your creativity. Some of you have been experiencing creative blockages, and it's because of blockages within your emotional body. So the more you heal and remove those emotional blockages and be more self-aware of just not your own emotions, but the emotions of others, but just more aware of like being more empathetic, being more compassionate, being more in tune with how you feel, and honoring your feelings and honoring your emotions. This is unlocking more of your creative energy. And more of this creative energy that is unlocking within you is also meant to grow more wealth and bring more abundance to your life. Like I said, many of you, the ancestors are saying here, you are going to be gifted with building generational wealth. You will receive that gift. Some of you you're already on that track, you're already on that path, you're already doing it. But for some of you, you already know this, but you're waiting for that tangible. You're waiting for the tangible money, or whatever that is. Of course it's money, but whatever it is really going to submit that you are building legacy and wealth here. So the more you clear out those things, the more ideas come to you, the more inspiration comes to you, the more creative energy just flows through you. Very natural, very effortless. It's going to be like, no, you don't really have to try hard to tap into that. Like I said, someone here has been struggling with their creativity, or they've just been feeling blocked, or maybe they haven't been feeling very inspired. And the angels want for you to know that. What else do the angels want for you to know? For Pile 2. Wow, look at this. Creator fire. So this is saying, just like with the water, so that's now, okay. So the angels is talking about the masculine and the feminine energy, okay? So this is about the water is the feminine energy, the fire, that's the masculine energy. So the water, that's the sacral chakra, the fire, that's the solar plexus. So this is about that divine confidence. The more you tap in, basically it's like this, it's like the more you heal that emotional body, it aligns that fire within you to take that inspired aligned action, because the water, that's bringing in that inspiration, that's bringing in that creativity, that's bringing in the spark, the ideas. And then now you're boosting up, you're charging up, you're firing up your masculine energy to take that action, to move forward boldly, fearlessly, courageously, and knowing that you're going to succeed, knowing that you're going to be successful, knowing that it's going to all work. It's all going to work out. There's no fear here. Nothing's in your way. Nothing, there's no opposition. There's no roadblocks. You got it. This is what the angels need for you to know. And again, what I'm saying with that money that's coming to you, this is like that money is going to boost these energies, because the money is the physical, or whether it's money, opportunity, whatever it is for you, okay, that's coming in for you, whatever it is that you've been waiting on, maybe it's both, money and opportunity, but it's going to charge these two energies up, the masculine and the feminine energy, to work in a balanced way to bring more wealth, more abundance to you and your family, your lineage, okay? And this is extremely powerful, and the angels need for you to know that this needs to be in balance. This needs to be in harmony. The solar plexus chakra, the sacral chakra, masculine, feminine energy, the yin, the yang, that needs to be in balance and harmony. And both of those work together to achieve. I keep hearing wealth. Like I said, many of you, yeah, and I hear the siren. Many of you, you're going to be building a lot of wealth, okay? And for some of you, there's something here about anxiety. Some of you have been struggling with anxiety or struggling with, like, are you going to have enough money? Or, you know, and the ancestors is just saying, please hold space. Please know, like, do your part. Do your part. Like I said, if there's things you could tighten up on as far as like financial management, fiscal responsibility, being more fiscally aware, or just more, whatever it is that you're working on. Maybe it's some type of opportunities you're working on, doing research around that. Do your part, and the ancestors are going to do their part, okay? And it's going to come to you faster than you realize. What do the angels need for you to know? How to? Yeah, follow through. See, like, this is almost going in order. It's like a story here. We cannot make this up. It's like water, fire, follow through. Like, it's all in harmony. It's all in harmony here. It's like, it's literally saying, you get these two in balance, you know, you really, because some of you, there's emotional blockages that are still being cleared within the emotional body. And these things that are still being cleared, the more, again, that melts away, gets cleared away, you have more of that creative energy coming in. And then again, that charges up your masculine energy, your solar plexus, and then the follow through. That's it. You're going to be unstoppable. You're going to be able to move. It's like now things are moving where things felt stuck, stagnant. There was a drought. Nothing was really happening. The angels are saying it's getting ready to start moving. Things are getting ready to start moving. For some of you, things are going to be moving really fast. And it may even feel like, you know, you may even feel like you don't even know if you're ready for this. And the angels are saying you are. The angels are saying if it's happening, you're ready. And you need to know that. All right, pile 2, final messages here from your ancestors, pile 2. Final messages. Okay, Spirit Fox. So this is about being clever and strategic right now. This is about being very strategic and clever, but it's also about keeping your eye on the prize, holding space again with that holding space. Right now, some of you have a fox as a spirit animal, holding the space and maturing during the season, okay? This is about blooming where you are planted. You may be in a situation right now where it's not the best. It's been difficult. It hasn't been easy. But this is about maturing where you are, weathering the storm, blooming wherever you are. Like, you're going to bloom, you're going to blossom, you're going to grow, you're going to transform even in the worst circumstances possible. Trust your talents in changing times. Yes. Trust yourself. Trust your talents. This is right now some changing transitional times. And it's calling for you to be strategic, but it's also calling for you to keep your eye on the prize and don't lose sight of the vision. Don't lose sight of why you're here. Don't lose sight of the ideas your ancestors gave you, the inspiration that they gave you. Don't lose sight of what they told you to do. Some of you, it may be difficult right now, and they're acknowledging that, and they're saying, please hold space. Don't lose the vision. Look at this. Now the wolf is also here. Unleash the wild within. Okay, so this is saying, let that wild side out. For some of you, this is what I was talking about with the emotions. Some of you, it's like there's fear around releasing some emotions, or, you know, integrating certain emotions, or being honest about certain emotions, because you're fearful of letting yourself being overwhelmed with your emotions, and you're being asked to unleash it. Because again, some of you have emotional blockages that are blocking you from certain things coming to you because of these blockages. So let that wild side out. Let your emotions out. What is it you feel? How do you feel? You know, I'm not saying, you know, let yourself be overwhelmed by your emotions, but really let that part of you out that needs to be unleashed and revealed. For some of you, it's something that needs to be revealed here, or something that needs to be, you know, really like you feel it. I don't know whether you need to talk to someone, but it's something that you are feeling that you need to let out, okay, with yourself. okay? Or, you know, your spiritual team or whatever, your higher self, whatever you resonate with. Move beyond ancestral patterns. This is what I was saying. Some of you, again, your ancestors want for you to know that when you've received this abundance, this is to move you past those ancestral patterns, move you past the chains of the past, move you past the things that have held back so many generations in the past with the same story, the same song. You are moving past that. So right now, some of you may be feeling like, oh, well, if I had the money, I can move past it. But the ancestors are saying divine order, divine sequence. They could not or cannot gift you with certain things if some other things are still happening around you or mentally or emotionally. So move past those patterns. If no one told you they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for shining your light. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for healing. Thank you for doing this work. Love yourself, honor yourself, cherish yourself, be kind to yourself, be good to yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing yourself with the world. I'll see you next time. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. My name is Nicole. I'm so grateful that you are here. You chose Medicine Mother, Honor Your Inner Knowing. Okay. So what do the ancestors need for you to know? They need for you to know that you have some type of spiritual knowledge, some type of healing capabilities, some type of like a skill or a gift that is being unlocked at this time. Something that is going to be new to you, that is being gifted from your ancestors and is being gifted in a way where it's going to be like some type of new gift, a new skill set, some new knowledge coming in. I'm not getting an idea, but it could be an idea, but just something that's coming in that is going to require you to trust yourself even deeper. It's like this new skill or this new wisdom that's being unlocked within you is going to challenge you to trust yourself even deeper and to trust your path and to trust your journey. I'm not getting that this is like going to be something where it's like it completely like obliterates like your system of beliefs or like what you know to be true, or like I'm not getting that. It's like basically like this gift or this skill set or this idea or wisdom is going to challenge you to dig deeper within that trust within yourself, because you may feel like let's just say let's say for example, you have a corporate career, okay? And this new gift that's being unlocked within you, it's giving you a beautiful singing voice. Like it's giving you musical ability. And it's something that maybe you've always dreamt of, being an amazing musical artist, like a singer or something. But it's like, you know, you didn't really feel like you had that ability. And this gift that's being unlocked, like a beautiful singing voice, like all of a sudden overnight, your voice is so beautiful. Like, you know, you can have a career as a singer. I'm not saying that you're going to be asked to quit your job. I mean, that's for you to know. But what I'm saying is you may have always had that dream, and then overnight this gift is being unlocked. And it may be like beyond belief. Like you may just be like, how all of a sudden I just had this beautiful voice? How did this happen? This is going to push you to trust yourself, to trust your plan, your path, and to trust your inner knowing and trust what you know is real. Like those things, that's a miracle, right? Being able to sing, and like your voice is so beautiful, and like it just really just came in overnight. Like whatever this is that's unlocking for you, it's going to push you to trust. It's going to push you to trust yourself on a deeper level and trust, because for some of you, this may change. It's not really changing. Like when I say change, you may feel like this may change your path, or you may feel like this may change like the plan that you felt like you had for your life. If you have a plan for your life, or like, whatever your purpose is, this may feel like it may change things with your mission or your purpose. And the ancestors are saying it's not. The ancestors are saying actually this is a part of it. Even if it may seem like things may be changing, this is a part of that big change. Because for some of you, this could be a big change that's coming in through this ability or this skill or this idea that's being unlocked. This could be something very transformative with your journey or your mission or your purpose, because whatever this is, it's meant to assist you in your purpose. So this may be a big game changer for you, okay? With the ancestors, this seems really big. For some of you, this is like big. This is like a huge idea, or like I said, I wasn't getting idea at first, but now I am getting idea. So someone that could be an idea, or like I said, it's a new gift, new ability, a new skill. Pile 3, what do the ancestors need for you to know? Pile 3. They want you to know that the disappointing days are over, okay? For some of you, you've been dealing with like situations where it's felt like feast or famine. It's been very up and down. It's been disappointing. It's been, like those days are over. The darker days are over. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, for some of you, especially like when in terms of like your money or like your sense of abundance, like those days are over. Like I just heard that very clearly. The dark days are over. They want you to know that. The ancestors want you to know those days of like suffering or hopelessness or not feeling good about yourself, or your abundance was really being, your abundance was stagnant, or things just weren't moving well. There was like a lot of conflict, a lot of inner turmoil. They want you to know that those days are over. Like those days are done. Many of you have learned a lot of lessons around your sense of abundance, your sense of security, your sense of fulfillment, your sense of like your purpose. You've been learning a lot of tough lessons with this 5 of Cups here. This is like in Scorpio energy. This has been a very transformative time around learning lessons, and many of you have learned a lot. Maybe within like the last 6 months, last year, last 2 years. And they really want you to know that those disappointing days are over. And many of you, they want you to know that you have achieved a lot, and you've learned a lot, and you've grown a lot. You've transformed a lot during those lessons. And you've really learned a lot. And this is another reason why they're saying trust yourself and honor your inner knowing. And for some of you, like I said, this new gift or skill set or idea that's coming in, this is part of the transformation. Like this is part of the new version of you that's emerging, or the new parts of you that's coming out. What do the ancestors need for pile 3 to know? Yeah, it's a lot of water energy here. You could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You don't have to be Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. But they want you to know everything was for a great purpose. And like I said, this for some of you, these situations, these lessons have grown you tremendously, where it's like you know yourself now. And not only do you know yourself, you love yourself, you know how to take care of yourself, you know how to nurture yourself, and you know your worth. The ancestors are saying that some things you had to go through certain situations in order to be able to be fully aligned with your mission and to be able to move forward within your mission. Some of you had to go through these dark, turbulent times because it was meant for spiritual growth and spiritual maturity. But for some of you, regarding your mission and your purpose here on earth, it's like you had to go through these things in order to be able to connect and relate to people that are going through similar situations. Like, let's just say for some of you, like you lost a parent, okay? And it's like, you lost a parent at a young age, or you just lost a parent. You lost a parent during a time where It was really turbulent for you. You had to go through that in order to be able to connect with those people, those individuals that have also lost their own parent. And so, because a lot of people don't know what that feels like. They don't know what that feels like not to have their parent there. Or for some of you, you had to go through homelessness. Or for some of you, you had to go through getting your car repossessed, like things like that. And the ancestors need for you to know that this was about your spiritual maturity. This was about your growth. This is about you fully getting in alignment with your mission and your purpose. And this was not about making you go through pain, even though it is painful because we're human and we feel that pain. But they want you to know the purpose wasn't to punish you. That's what I want to say. Like, the ancestors need for you to know it was not about you being punished. It was not about you going through that, like, you had to be shown, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't about punishment. It was about growth, and it was about maturity, and it was about transformation, and it was about you finding yourself and your soul on a deeper level. What do the ancestors need for Pile 3 to know? Some of you, like I said, the dark days are behind you, okay? Some of you have been going through some very dark days, very trying moments, and they need for you to know that. And not only do they need for you to know that, they need for you to believe it, to believe that those dark days are behind you. You're coming into stability. And again, this growth and maturity. Look at this. They need for you to know that you have grown so much. Your soul has grown so much. Your soul has expanded so much through this process. For some of you, this was a dark night of the soul that went on for years, where it was like everything continued to be stripped away from you in order for you to really get a solid foundation. And now the ancestors are saying that not only you've been building your solid foundation, but now you're getting ready to see, like, many of you, it's like you've been working really hard on self-improvement and like working on becoming your best self, but also working on your mission. Now it's like the ancestors need for you to know you're getting ready to see the fruits of your labor. You're getting ready to reap your rewards. You're getting ready to see how mature you are, how healed you are, how much you've really transformed and grown. And you're going to really be able to see your impact and your value. Like, the ancestors are so proud of you. They're so proud of you. And they're saying that, like, just know they need for you to believe that the darkest days are behind you. They need you to believe that, because some of you have within your mindset, like, you're just waiting for something else really bad to happen, or, you've gone through so much and you're like, how much more can I take? And the ancestors are saying, please believe that the hardest moments are over. Look, I just heard that beep. That's confirmation. The hardest moments are over. Believe it. Believe that the sun, like, what do they say? It's darkest before dawn, but your sun is getting ready to rise. Like, the light is getting ready to come up, or the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, you're almost there. Like, literally, like, yeah, it's getting ready to happen, okay? Pile 3. What do the angels need for you to know, Pile 3? The angels, what do they need for you to know? Yeah, look, this is, with this raw intention, this is about, like, many of you have been building your foundation, but some of you have, like, things have just been, like, your sense of stability has been broken down so much. And the angels need for you to know that, like, this new version of you, you're getting ready to see how much you've really transformed. Like, the angels need for you to know that your foundation is now ready. Like, it's ready to, like, basically, like, if you think about, like, land and, like, tending to the land, and, like, you know how you have to get the soil at a certain point in order to plant the seeds. It's like you've been tending to your soil. You've been tending to your soil. You've been tending to it, getting it right, making sure it's getting ready to be fertile, and you planted your seeds, or you're getting ready to plant your seeds. For some of you, you've already planted them. Now it's like you're getting ready to really see how much you've really grown, and you're getting ready to see how fast things are getting ready to move. For some of you, things are getting ready to speed up. Like, you may have been in this place again with that stagnant energy. Things really weren't moving. It's just been so dark and disappointing. Now things are getting ready to move, and it's going to move a lot faster than you realize. What do the angels need for you to know? Pile 3. Look at this. Your past supports your future. This is exactly it. This is what I'm saying. Like, the angels need for you to know everything that you've gone through has been for great purpose. This is not about punishment. It's not about making you suffer. It's not about putting you through this excruciating pain. It's for great purpose. Now, I'm not saying this is not to negate what you've gone through. This is not to minimize what you've gone through. It's none of that. But this is about you knowing that everything you've gone through has prepared you for what's happening next. And for many of you, this is big time breakthroughs. This is big abundance coming in. This is like, again, you are getting ready to really see how necessary that work that you have put in to really becoming a better version of yourself, and to transforming, and to like really getting to know yourself and being more self-aware. You're getting ready to really see how much that hard work really pays off. And someone needs to hear that. And this is why the messages are coming through like this, because like I said, the angels and the ancestors, they need for you to know that, again, those darkest days are over. And so everything that you've gone through is supporting where you're moving into now. And they need for you to not only know that, but they need for you to believe it. Believe it in your heart and know that that's your truth. What do the angels need for? And you may be seeing 11 a lot, 11, 11, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. What do the angels need for pile 3 to know? Look at this. Bliss is worth creating. You have bliss coming in. You have joy coming in. You have harmony coming in. Many of you are getting ready to be lifted. Like, some of you, the energy has been so stagnant for you because you were going through so much and learning so much, where it's like you're getting ready to be catapulted through like so many timelines to just go like basically, like, let's just say this, for example. Let's say you've been on timeline 1, if we're looking at it like this. This is just an example. But let's just say you've been on timeline 1 or 2. Like, you're getting ready to get like catapulted in the timeline 69, like in a matter of a week. Or, you know, like, this is like really coming in soon. And it's going to feel, like I said, like it's, you know how it's like, if you went from timeline 1, 2, and you went to 10, that's kind of like, okay, like you were taking your steps. Many of you, you didn't realize it may have felt stale and stagnant, but you were slowly making steps. It was growth happening that you just didn't see. It's like underground. It was hidden. You couldn't see it. And now things are getting ready to go into turbo drive, where it's really going to be so obvious that like it's going to be screaming in your face how much you've grown, how much you've transformed, how, you know, this work that you put in really has paid off. And it's going to be in multiple ways here. And it's going to feel so blissful. But the angels are like, please believe it. Please. The now. The angels need for you to stay very present and very grounded, because, like I said, for some of you, these changes are happening very quickly, and these are like fast moving big changes, and they need for you to really be grounded and really be present and mindful. The more present and grounded you are, the more these changes are happening in rapid succession. That's what I just literally heard, rapid succession. So that means, again, fast moving changes. So the angels are saying, please be present. Please be right here, right now. Right here, right now. Focus your energy right here, right now. Okay? Right here, right now. Final messages for pile 3. Final messages for pile 3. This was really a great reading. Track down your fears and desires. So this is asking you, again, with those dark days are over, the disappointing times are over, it's asking you to still track down, what are you fearful of? What do you have fear around? But also not just your fears, what are your desires? Because it's time for you now to, it's asking you to track down your fears so you can eliminate those fears so you can align to the desires. Excuse me. Some of you may have fear around like speaking up on something, throat chakra. Some of you may have fear around falling in love or being intimate with someone or vulnerable. What are you afraid of? Really, your ancestors are like, ask yourself, what are you afraid of? What is it that you're fearful of? Because it's time to track that down so you can align with your desires. And what is it that you really desire? Sometimes when our fears are blocking us, we have a difficult time really tapping into our desires because fear is telling us that we can't have what we desire. So the ancestors are asking you to really get clear on what you fear so you can tell fear that it's not true. Fear is lying to you, so you can really align with your desires and really be in tune with what you desire. Because when you get in tune with your desires, then you can align to it. But if you're really not in tune with what you desire, you really don't know, or you're really not checking in with yourself to really become aware of it. Because, you know, your spiritual team and source, God, spirit, you know, the universe, whatever you resonate with, they're going to give you the things that, you know, they're going to give you things, but they also want you to have your own because it's a co-creative situation. So they want you to have your own sense of like, what is it you really want? You know, when you go to a restaurant, you put in an order for food, you tell them what you want. So the universe is like, what is it that you really want, Pal 3? And again, let's say you went to a restaurant, right? And you have fear around ordering a particular dish because you're like, oh, I don't want to eat that. That's going to make me gain weight. Let's just use that for example. Your fear is like, if I eat that, I'm going to gain 5 pounds. Is that really true? Is fear lying to you, or is that really true? You know? And then it's like, okay, if that's a fear, do it anyway and see what happens. You know? So really getting clear on the fears and what's stopping you and what's blocking your desires. And like, what is it you really desire without fear being involved at all? Pile 3, final messages. Look at this. Intend and create, okay? It's time to intend and create. Some of you have already been doing this. You've been setting intentions, you've been setting goals, you've been visualizing, and these things are manifesting. But your ancestors are also saying, don't stop that energy. Don't stop the power of intention and creation. Many of you have that high priestess energy here. And this is definitely given to you from your lineage. You know, you come from a lineage of this. So they want you to continue to intend and create and co-create. One more for Pile 3. Learn from spiritual experiences. This is what I'm saying. Many of you are a teacher, or you know, part of your mission is to help others and teach others through your own experiences. So they're asking you to continue to learn from the experiences that you've been through. Learn from what you've gone through. Learn, like, what did those lessons teach you? What did the experiences teach you? What did you learn? Did you learn about your worth? Did you learn about your value? Did you learn how to love yourself? Did you learn how to protect yourself? Did you learn boundaries? Did you learn what you really are worth? How valuable you really are, how intelligent you are, how strategic you are, how strong you are. Really take a moment to integrate that knowing, because some of you, it's like you've gone through your lessons, but there may be for some of you this disconnect of integration where you really take a time to reflect and really integrate, like, you saw how strong you really are, or you saw how capable you are, you saw how intelligent you really are, or you saw how beautiful you are, how lovable, how worthy, things like that. Continue to learn from the experiences that you've gone through, because many of you are a teacher and you teach. Part of your mission is to teach others through the things that you've gone through. So if no one told you they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Continue to love yourself, honor yourself, be kind, empathetic with yourself. Thank you for shining your light with the world. Thank you for showing compassion. Thank you for bringing empathy to others. Thank you for being in your mission and all that you are and all that you are doing. Thank you so much. I love you. I'll see you next time.